Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issues a royal decree. Representing His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed leads the Sultanate of Oman's delegation participating in the G20 summit to be held in New Delhi. In a process that is the first of its kind to link maritime and air cargo in the Sultanate of Oman, the shipping service connecting between Salalah Airport and Salalah Port is launched. And the Ministry of Finance launches the second pilot phase of the Treasury Single Account project. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issued Royal Decree number 62/2023. Article 1 conducts the attached amendments on the Civil Aviation Law. Article 2 cancels all that contradict with the attached amendments or contravene with their provisions. Article 3, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall come into effect from the next day of its publication. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Stevo Petrovski of North Macedonia on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan received a cable of thanks from Her Excellency President Draupadi Murmu of India in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on her country's independence anniversary. Representing His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, will head tomorrow to the Republic of India to lead the Sultanate of Oman's delegation participating in the Group of 20 G20 summit, scheduled to be held in the Indian capital, New Delhi, on the 9th and 10th of September. His Highness, the Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and the Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, is accompanied by an official delegation comprising of His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Muhammad Al Saqri, Minister of Economy, His Excellency Qais bin Muhammad Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, His Excellency Ambassador Isa bin Saleh Al Shaybani, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman accredited to the Republic of India, Their Excellencies the advisors in His Highness's office, and His Excellency Pankaj Kimji, Advisor to the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion for Foreign Trade and International Cooperation. The Sultanate of Oman is participating in the G20 summit, which is taking place in the Indian capital, New Delhi, on the 9th and 10th of September. The Omani delegation participating in the summit will be led by His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan. Oman's participation in the 18th edition of the G20 is by special invitation from the friendly Republic of India, reaffirming the depth of relationship between the two countries and consolidating Oman as an active partner on both the regional and international levels. This participation provides an opportunity for Oman to attend the International Governmental Forum of the world's leading economies, contributing to enriching knowledge areas through the exchange of experiences and expertise among countries. This year's summit will focus on sustainable development in addition to measures to promote more balanced economic growth between advanced and developing countries. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, received His Excellency Yoshimasa Hayashi, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Japan. The meeting came on the sidelines of the joint ministerial meeting between the GCC and Japan held in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. During the meeting, they discussed bilateral relations between the two friendly countries and ways to enhance and support them, and exchanged views on a number of regional and international issues of common interest. Salalah Airport launched the freighter flight for the first cargo service between the airport and the port of Salalah in a process that is the first of its kind to link maritime and air cargo in the Sultanate of Oman. This came as a part of Oman's airports initiatives, where with its strategic partners to consolidate the integrated logistics system between ports and airports. The logistical link contributes to the consolidation of the Sultanate of Oman's position as a global logistics center and a connecting hub between continents, and it also opens new horizons in freight operations, increases the efficiency of supply chains, improves transportation costs, speeds up delivery, maximizes the benefits of logistics system, and raises the Sultanate of Oman's classification in international logistics performance indicators. Still to come in our news bulletin. Omantel holds the graduation ceremony of the third batch of its Generation Z training program. The Ministry of Finance launched today the second pilot phase of the Treasury Single Account project, which targets the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, and the Royal Oman Police. The project seeks to create a control methodology for managing bank accounts, managing cash liquidity, improving the quality and accuracy of financial reports, in addition to optimizing the utilization of government funds. The second stage represents the measurement of the project's result and the ease of applying it to different government institutions and larger numbers of bank accounts. The Ministry of Finance will expand by applying the Treasury's single account structure to the rest of the government units. The Ministry of Health, in cooperation with the Ministry of Labor, signed a program to train and qualify 620 job seekers in nursing and medical assistant jobs within the training coupled with employment program. The programs aim to enhance the cooperation between the two ministries in the fields of training, healthcare staff development, and providing sustainable job opportunities for job seekers in this field. The 24th meeting of Their Excellencies Under Secretaries of the Financial and Accounting Control of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries was held in Muscat. The meeting reviewed the formulation of joint cooperation activities and programs, as well as unified regulatory guidelines within the framework of the GCC's collective efforts aimed at safeguarding public funds and enhancing performance in the government sector. The meeting discussed the update of certain shared regulatory guidelines, including the performance of audit guide, the preparation and writing of audit reports guide, the information technology audit guide, the privatization audit guide, the governance audit guide, and the public projects audit guide. Appropriate decisions were issued regarding these guidelines. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Ahmed bin Salim al-Rajabi, Deputy Chairman of the State Audit Institution. The Academy of Strategic and Defense Studies celebrated the opening of the 11th National Defense Course at the National Defense College headquarters in Beit al-Falaj. The celebration included a visual presentation showcasing the activities and events of the previous course, along with an overview of the curriculum for the current course. Models of theoretical studies, practical applications, and relevant visits were also presented. The National Defense Course aims to prepare and qualify strategic leaders, both military and civilian, by equipping them with the knowledge and skills necessary to assume leadership positions at the strategic level. The event was presided over by Rear Admiral Ali bin Abdullah Shidi, commander of the National Defense College. The Army of Oman RAO celebrated today the graduation of a new batch of recruits during a ceremony held under the auspices of His Excellency Engineer Uday bin Hilal Al-Ma'wali, Chairman of Medical City for Military and Security Apparatus. At the beginning of the ceremony, the graduates performed the military salute. Then the chief guest inspected the Guard of Honor. The graduates then staged a military parade by marching in slow motion, accompanied with the RAO musical band. Then the chief guest distributed appreciation certificates to the distinguished graduates. Omantel held the graduation ceremony of the third batch of its Generation Z training program. The event was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Dr. Mundir bin Hilal Al-Busaidi, Deputy Chairman of the Oman Vision 2040. More details in the following report.
Reflecting its ongoing efforts to prepare fresh graduates in the Sultanate of Oman through an intensive training program to equip them with the necessary future skills in the telecommunications sector, Omantel celebrated the graduation of 52 trainees from the third batch of its Generation Z training program.
I am pleased to announce that we have accomplished and made our trainees graduate the program of the Gen Z. I would say to you, this program is an amazing program for the interns to develop their capabilities and their skills within Omantel and to use it within their future with Omantel, and it's future-wise of what they can be able to succeed and what they can be able to do from professional skills.
The graduates gained a close and practical understanding of the Omantel's operations through specialized courses and real-world project management, with the skills needed to handle their assigned responsibilities over a full year.
It's been a great journey. I've got lots of different experience from diverse backgrounds. I learned lots of things. It has been an amazing program, excellent mentors. Everything was just perfect. It was a great opportunity and I'm so happy and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, this is one of the great programs that enhance the capabilities of Omanis young people. It has multiple, during it we have learned multiple things. One of them, how to interact, the social interaction with the other departments, also how to enhance our skills, our technical skills as well.
This is an opportunity that we have the chance to be in Generation Z, and I learned so much. So this whole year I got to improve my skills and my values over here, and to experience a new experience to be working in the field. I came in the finance background, and Generation Z helped me a lot because I didn't stick with one thing. The thing is, here you learn from different departments.
It is worth mentioning that the Generation Z program attracted 123 young men and women from various backgrounds over its 3 editions. Omantel employed trainees from the first 2 editions to join the company's young national workforce. Omantel's Generation Z training program empowers talented individuals with real-life experiences in their respective fields to take Oman to greater heights. Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issues a royal decree. Representing His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed leads the Sultanate of Oman's delegation participating in the G20 summit to be held in New Delhi. In a process that is the first of its kind to link maritime and air cargo in the Sultanate of Oman, the shipping service connecting between Salalah Airport and Salalah Port is launched. And the Ministry of Finance launches the second pilot phase of the Treasury Single Account project. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night and have a wonderful weekend.